Hello and welcome to a series of tutorials about Patternade. My name is Daniel and right now we're going to talk about notches and drill holes. So we have our demo pattern here on the artboard and we will be able to add notches and drill holes fairly easily. This is something that you would generally do in the last phases of pattern drafting, so don't do it too early in the flow because things can change quite a lot. Notches are a guideline for how to fabricate the pattern, so you do it once your pattern shape is finalized. I'm going to zoom in on an area here and I'm going to click the piece and click Add Drill Hole. You can see that a drill hole got added where I had clicked, and I can move that around manually, and I can also click Delete. I'm going to add 4 drill holes, and these might be indicators of where to place a pocket. Add drill hole. Right, that was rather simple, so we can actually in this very same tutorial go on to adding notches. When we want to add a notch, the idea of the notch is that it helps to guide where seams should be sewn together. So I'm going to click on the line there, and as we've done in previous tutorials, I'm going to be able to precisely place where my marker is using these controls here. I'm going to say that from previous is going to be 12. And I change that and I see that my marker there moves. Now, with that marker selected, I'm going to click Add Notch. If I zoom in on that, we see that the notch has been added to the outside of the pattern along where the seam allowance is. If I do the same on this back side, and this time I'm going to make it 12 to the next, because this one front is the next one clockwise from the middle of the back piece there. I'm going to make that 12 too. And click Add Notch. And we see the same thing happens. Those 2 notches there should be exactly equal to each other on those 2 seam allowances. Now I'm going to actually remove seam on these 2 pieces, and we see that the notches move. The notches now sit inside the piece because we don't have any seam allowance. The seam allowance is just given to us on the default pattern, but sometimes it can be best to remove it because it does make things look a little bit more busy. Okay, thanks for watching. That was how to add notches and drill holes.